Am I live? Hopefully I am. Hopefully I am. 1 second. I came right on. Y'all need to be proud of me. Give me 1 second. Of course, I'm pressed for time today, okay? Hold on. If y'all coming, so y'all need to come on. Come on if you're coming. All right? Just a second, y'all. Hold on. All right. Just a second. What are we talking about tonight? Do y'all even know? I don't even know. I mean, I do know. I was all set. Well, I'm gonna give y'all a little time. Well, I ain't gonna give y'all too much time because I gotta be somewhere myself, okay? So give me just a second. Okay. Well, I couldn't resist the urge to tell you the end of my story. For all of those who want to know what's their life after the pain. After the pain. Sing it if you know it. You come and love me. I was all set to talk about Cassie today. And I welcome you. Sing it if you know it. You're a glad sight to see. What she say after that? And then she say, what? After the pain, I still can't explain. This is toxic. How I can still love you like I do, but I do. Yes, I do. Still love you like I do. That's a toxic relationship, okay? It was Cassie and Diddy being toxic as ever. All right, so what we talking about tonight, y'all? We talking about the drugs. What we always talking about? First of all, welcome back to Pills, Potions, and Poisons with me, NAllenRx. I'm a pharmacist, again. But I'm not here in a professional capacity. However, I do have expert level knowledge and information that I can share with you guys. But there's one thing I need you to keep in mind while you're here on the channel. What's that, Allen? I'm not your pharmacist. I'm not your pharmacist. I'm not your pharmacist. So anything I say here today is not, you need to contact your own personal healthcare provider or whoever else, anybody besides me, because I don't know you and you don't know me. One thing time has taught me that, okay, time ain't teach me that. Having a piece of man is not better than having no man at all, okay? Like having a man is cool, but a piece of man, Listen, Linda, listen, okay? So everybody ratting on our dude Diddy. Everybody's talking about Diddy. Where are we, guys? We still in the Empire State of New York, okay? It's going down. It's going down. Now, I don't know if what everybody's been talking about, if it's really been connecting, giving us information that's going to convict Diddy of all these charges against him. But they are giving us a deep dive into his personal life. Right now, we knee deep in his bedroom. Okay, y'all let me know. Because that's all we talking about. We in his bedroom, wherever, a hotel room, and we know all the drugs he's taking in his body. Evidently, this man taking drugs all day, every day. He stay high. He probably was detoxing when he first went to jail. But anyway, just FYI, all of this stuff I already said. Will y'all please? I need to do what I said I was going to do. I need to make a playlist. I need to make some of these videos shorter. Y'all need to go back and look at these. But y'all, I work a full-time job. I can't, y'all can't keep me busy all day now. At some point, the girl's got to rest. Okay? Now, give me 1 second here so I can pull this up. I'm going to pull up, I got E-News, I got the Shade Room, and I got CNN. I forgot I had subscribed to them. So we're going to get into the drugs, y'all. We're going to get to all these drugs. What all they was taking? They was taking everything. Let me, I can't see. That's why I'm kind of stalling a little bit. I was supposed to pull something else up before I got on here. But I'm pressed for time as usual. I was listening to who I was listening to? I was listening to Armand a little bit earlier. I guess he's still on right now. I'm not sure. But he was saying that Diddy's former assistant was taking all kind of pills for everything, okay? Like every day he was taking a pill for everything. He need pills to increase his sperm count. He need pills to get up. He need pills to get down. He need pills to do everything. This man is doped up. Is you doped up? Is you coked up? Hold on. And one thing too, I know I said this for sure. I'm not gonna go back. What I should do when I come out here live, what I really should do is pretty much just play all my old streams where I said this stuff already and y'all ain't want to watch it the first time it was on. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But I said that Diddy, I said he was getting them in Cassie name. Okay, I was wrong about that part. It wasn't Cassie name, but y'all ever heard of a fella called Frank Black? Me neither. But evidently, that's who named Diddy was getting his prescriptions in. All right. And if y'all here, let me know. Say hello, say hi, say good. Let me know if we got some sounds. If y'all can see me. I don't know if y'all can see me or not up in here. Okay, hopefully you can. StreamYard was like, buddy, go on, upgrade yourself. Okay? And y'all go ahead and get in here. If you're here, get in here. Let's pull it up. Hold on. Let's share this. What does this say? This the guy right here. Can y'all see that? Oh shoot, I didn't pull it up right so y'all can see my cursor. This guy right here. This man right here. Ain't this the face of a snitch? I was watching I think it was that Saturday Night Live. Maybe it was the 50th, I don't know, episode or whatever season this is. I don't know. But Dave Chappelle was hosting. And Dave Chappelle was like, he ain't he's not a handsome guy. But he say like he got the face of a snitch. That man right there, he looked like a snitch. Don't he look like he ready to tell on somebody? He look like he can't wait to tell him. Even though, and that's how these types be. They be stealing, they be lying, they be cheating, they be doing drugs on the low. And they got the nerve to be trying to tell on somebody else. It's like, hey, look at them, don't look at me. I hate people like that. I hate them. I'm going to tell you, I hate them. I despise them like with a passion. I don't like them. Okay, so let me pull this up so we can see what they talk about. I don't know if this is the neighborhood talk. Shout out to my team, my research team, KT Pretty Brown Eyes. She always comes through. She sent me the original topic, talking about Cassie going into rehab and try to make it go to rehab. Cassie in rehab is going to talk about the Suboxone, which y'all don't know this about Suboxone, but people, this is for when you're trying to get off a controlled substance, okay? Suboxone. I was laughing so hard listening to Armand try to pronounce this buprenorphine, naloxone. That's Suboxone. Okay, those two drugs in there. One of them should sound familiar to you. Naloxone. Guess what that's in? What is it in? It's in Narcan. Y'all know what they use that for? Drug overdose. They used to use methadone a lot, but people like me at our pharmacy where I work at, I don't really like to stock that too much. That's why my lights, I feel like they look kind of weird. Can y'all see me? I feel like they're kind of weird. But yeah, people, when they take this to get off the opioids, to me, they seem like they just like, switching addictions. They start getting hooked on them too. A lot of people was asking about that, and they were like, Cassie pregnant, can she take that? Yes. We'd rather she be taking a Suboxone because it's, pretty much safe during pregnancy versus all of that other stuff she was taking. Okay? So let me pull that back up. I kind of like it when I be pressed for time. What y'all think? I forgot what I was looking for. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Do y'all think that Cassie? Do y'all think I'm still talking about Cassie because that's all we talking about in the trial anyway? Y'all tell me if they talking about something different. That's all we talking about is Cassie. And I'm just, we might as well. Why not? Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Don't look at my full screen, okay, when I pull it out. Okay. This man right here. Can y'all see my cursor right here? Him. David James. He up there. I feel like he wrong for this. He up there telling people that Diddy was taking ecstasy in the shape of our dear former president, our forever president. I ain't gonna say our first black president because they low-key said that what's his name? Abraham Lincoln was low-key black, like the new Pope. Y'all know y'all heard that. His folks from New Orleans, I'm just saying. Did y'all hear that? Or am I just, I look into all the gossip, okay? So, yes, so let's see what they saying in the comments. They say no shade, and those blue dolphins was a time to be alive. Leave Uncle Barack out of this. They want to leave this man out of this. They say Obama and or Beyonce now get dragged in just about everything. It's like, okay, let them rest. Look at Obama. He like, what? What are we even talking about right now? I should like this. But yes, these are the pills. It's on my thumbnail. It kind of look like kind of looks a little bit like Adderall, the 30 milligram, the Teva brand. Y'all know the ones y'all be asking for those specifically when you come into the pharmacy. So that's what we got going on with that. Okay, let's go pull up the real thing. Let's pull up the full thing, okay? First of all, I want to look at what he had in the hotel room. Do y'all want to see it? They exposing everything right now. I liked it, okay? So let's see. Sean Diddy Combs, he knew it was possible. He knew he was finna get arrested, but did he care? No, he did not. He still had all the dope in the hotel room, okay? This is what this is. Y'all seen this kind of stuff before? Y'all heard of that? This is photo evidence of a prescription bottle and pink powder discovered by investigators and shown to the jury in the Diddy Combs trial, okay? This is days before he's about to get arrested. Blah, 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 blah. Racketeering, September 12th, conspiracy, trafficking, transportation to engage in paid work, and he later pleaded not guilty. Diddy say, I'm fighting for my life. You know who said that? Robert. Y'all know I love Robert. No, I don't. At the time of his arrest, Combs' representative said he was innocent. He had nothing to hide. He ain't got nothing to hide. Negotiations for Combs to voluntarily surrender have been ongoing, okay? So when they showed up at his hotel room that night, he said that he already knew they was coming. He was prepared, okay? This room, look at all that, though. I feel like they probably was disappointed. They wanted to see more. A photo, okay, this is the inside of the hotel room where he was. The jury was shown evidence of baby oil, lubricants, straight cash, homie, and mood lighting. Mood lighting, okay, I love it. Okay, also check out my stream. Why, I don't know if I called it red light, red something, like red light district. Y'all, do you want to know what's going on in the Diddy trial or don't you? Let me know. Because if y'all want to know, this is the place to find out. Investigators found reusable bags. What's the reusable bags? And bottles of baby oil and lubricant in the closet, in the bathroom, and on the nightstand and elsewhere. Okay? That's where they found this stuff at. On this one, they got like the original baby oil, the Johnson & Johnson. But on another post, I saw this kind. Okay, this is not the same bottle that I had last time, so y'all know. Y'all already know I used it. Not too much, though. Diddy like them glistening. He want to let your soul glow, okay? That's what Diddy got, okay? Let's pull it back up, okay? Y'all see what's in the bag, okay? These were not used. 2 Ziploc bags, each filled with Johnson's baby oil and Astroglide. This is what they recovered at the entryway. It was at the door. So Cassie said, was it Cassie? Somebody had said, or was it one of those security guards, or was it one of the workers? We don't know. They said, when you walk in, you gotta oil up. You gotta oil up as soon as you walk in the door. And they got some more in the bathroom. They got some more on this table, on the nightstand. It's like, hello, are we ever gonna run out? He was actually using the baby oil for its intended use, because sometimes there could be an off-label use. Y'all know how it is with pharmacy. Okay, we got off-label indications. Okay. A bottle of medication with the name Frank Black on there was found in a Louis Vuitton bag on a nightstand in the bedroom. Okay. The label outside the medication said it was clonazepam. Y'all know what that is. Same family with Zan. Y'all, nazepam, clonazepam, alprazolam, all them, the Pams, okay? Pam, y'all know her. 2 small bags with pink powder were found inside another bottle of medication. Oh, I like how he doing that. He's sneaky. So he got this bottle right here. Can y'all see my cursor? Ain't no pills in there though, okay? Ain't no pills in there. They got these little baggies inside of there. That right there, nothing, okay? What is that? I can't see. What does that say? I can't see, y'all. 15 milligrams something. What is that? Who even knows? What is this pharmacy? Square Pharmacy? Okay. Pink powder in the bags, black fanny pack. 9 racks in cash was found. Okay. That's for the workers. On cross-examination, blah, blah, blah. Woman had been staying at the with. He had somebody in the hotel with him that day. They didn't even tell us that. Diddy, you sneaky. Who is Bender? Someone had been staying in the hotel. Oh, y'all see that? I'm going to say this. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. Now, it's been a lot of talk about the drug use and, the trafficking and the baby oil and this and that is freaky and knee deep and all this neck up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we've been talking about this all the trial been about this. How just nasty did it get down? Some of y'all real girls don't get down on the floor, okay? Real girls get down on the floor, they say. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to say that I was thinking about this, and I'm proud with this. With that, me seeing that, with seeing that Visine up in there, they was saying, y'all know they always talking, man. They always talking. They, they were saying that Diddy had something to do with Kim Porter, right? With her. They say, she passed away of pneumonia, right? But the way Cassie jealousy is set up right now, y'all, and to see that Visine up in there, we know from all the trials that we've been covering. We know from what movie I was watching. We know from Wedding Crashers. We know that this stuff right here, we know this right here, it's a Zilla. It take you out. We know this. Okay? We know this. We know that they don't typically test for that either. And we know they ain't testing for that. Yeah, it's too late. I ain't mean to do that. I meant to do this. When I saw that Visine, I was like, I wonder if Cassie, I wonder if Diddy, I wonder, oh my goodness, is Visine the culprit? Oh wow, they got us faked out. They throwing us out with this pneumonia talk. What y'all think? I'm like, bro, she's so jealous of Kim. Yeah, I was a little, I did some investigation, okay? After all this talk these past few days, I'm like, man, that Cassie, she really wanted to be up in that house with them kids and stuff and be with Diddy. But, hold on. But after I was doing some research online, Ain't no pictures of her, y'all. She ain't never been photographed with them kids. He wouldn't let her around his kids, man. I've never seen, well, I ain't no pictures. If you look it up online, when she was like, she wanted to be around his kids and she wanted to be like, she was the main chick. I was like, oh my goodness. She couldn't be around the kids, but she didn't know she was a side chick. She didn't know. After the pain, we sit and we'll talk a while. This is my favorite part. Sing it if you know it. And I fight with all my might to hold back the tears from falling with a pleasant smile. Yeah. Sing it, I know y'all know it. And she's like, and after the rain, I'm looking at the lyrics now. I can't believe, this is my favorite part. It's so toxic, okay? I can't believe you got the nerve to still call me baby. And I tried to tell you no, so, but I guess no, just ain't in me. Y'all, I'm just, this whole situation, right? This whole thing. I had time to think about this since my last stream. When I did my last stream. Okay, very right. Y'all just humor me for a moment and listen to what I'm thinking about this whole Betty Wright thing, right? Betty Wright, she got no pain, no gain. Then she got after the pain. She got from pain to joy. And it's all started with pain, okay? This is what this whole thing is about. Cassie never intended for this step to go this far. She didn't. I don't believe she did. Yeah, I know you're laughing. Those of you who heard pain, yeah, you right. I sure did. I said I'd never take him back again. Well, what? It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, isn't it? We do it all the time. Don't laugh. You probably done the same thing too. It's just that you know me and I don't know you. Okay? Listen, Linda. Listen to me. We going through this these 4 songs. However many songs I said. That's where we at, okay? She mad. She needed somebody. She needed some guidance. She needed somebody to show her how to get a man, but she wasn't going to get him. She was not going to get him. Everybody coming on the stand right now, they talking about, oh, Diddy was on drugs. Diddy did this to Cassie. Diddy did that to Cassie. He did all stuff because he didn't want her. He didn't want her. And I be wondering about women. It's like you force yourself on him. He don't want you. You're acting a fool. You're acting crazy. He don't want you. If he go ahead and feel guilty or feel sorry for you, he let you back in, he ain't gonna treat you right. Look how he doing you. Because he really don't want you. He don't want to tell you. He don't want to tell you no. Because you gonna make him feel bad about the stuff he already did that was messed up. Do y'all hear me? We ain't doing nothing but watching the relationship roller coaster and listening to this stuff live and in person. That's all we doing right now. Because if he would have went on like just let her back. Armand said this. Y'all know watch Armand. Love Armand. And I think that he's right. Y'all let me know in the chat. Put a yes or no. You think that if Diddy said right now, I should put a poll up. If he said right now, hey, Cassie, get your 2 kids you already got and that baby that's in the oven and get with my 20 kids over here and let's just run away together. Let's be a family somewhere. Put yes if you think she would go. We ain't saying it's right or wrong because I'm going to tell you one thing that my mama and daddy taught me, okay? I don't get in domestic situations, okay? When people like get into it in their relationships, you better stay out of it. You people ain't going to leave until they ready to go and they will be back together and they will be mad at you. Not saying my mama and my daddy be like, hey, me and your mama relationship, that's me and your mama. And if me and your mama separate, you need to go with your mama. My daddy told me, I was like, I get that. I get it. You're choosing how you gotta go on with your mama, but them two, they together, they got toxic relationship. That's their relationship. A shout out to my mom and dad. They've been married over 40 years. So I'm just saying. They will keep you in a toxic situation though. But I'm just saying, it ain't nothing. Okay. Let me see some of y'all that came here in the chat. We're gonna get into the drug talk, okay? We're gonna get into it. Shout out to Danny Omega. He says, good evening, y'all. What time is it? I told y'all I'd be pressed for time. I like to come on here when I'm pressed for time. I'll be gone getting something done up here. Wrench Turner, wrench. Y'all here see the wrench Turner. Diddy had a slip and slide covered in Astroglide and baby oil. Bars. Y'all heard? Bars. Handlebars. Bars. Okay, Wrench Turner. Thank you for being in the chat tonight. Nina Simone. Y'all know Nina Simone. What's up? Sun in the sky. Is that Nina Simone's song? I be singing it every time for you. I hope that's a song. Oh, you say Cassie ain't no pusher? She ain't no, but don't push me. So you don't think she doing? She ain't do it. She real jealous now. These women be crazy. They be crazy as hell. Y'all. Nina Simone, you know they be crazy as hell. Well, be like they don't show me how shit like that. Like, girl, what's wrong with you? You must thought I was something to play with. You thought because I ain't saying nothing to you. Think I'm something to play with? I'm not. I ain't play with somebody. Cassie crazy. She crazy, but Diddy got her under control. Okay. The condemn say somebody said goddess. I mean, y'all know. She did. She needed somebody to help her, man. If Cassie was in my family, she would have did it like that. Because I'm going to tell you something. They would have, in my family, they would have helped her get them. Them mother going to help you. I ain't going to lie, they going to help you. They going to help you get them. They going to help you keep them too. They're like, you ain't going to take him no plate home. I'll be like, hell no, I ain't taking him no plate home. Because he died. No, I don't care if he eat it all at this point. Them mother's like, they going to be like, hey, go get the plate, send the food. They going to do all it. They going to cook for you. They are like, okay. They be like, tell them we doing a barbecue. Tell them we frying some fish. Tell them, like, hey. Oh, he ain't coming? Send him something. Nah. I'd be like, oh, in the beginning, he'd be like, yeah. And then it's like, I don't care if he ever eat again in life. Nina Simone say, my aunt and uncle are in love. They are probably on a movie day right now. If y'all kids, they live. Let me tell you one thing about them. That's why you don't get in people's relationships. They are together. My mom and daddy, they friends, man. My dad, he said one time, he said, I got two friends. He named, his friend. And he said, I said, and who? He said, your mama? I said, who? Wow. They are friends, though. They for real. We ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life. He say, help you get them, but you got to keep them. Nina, are they going to help you get them? If what it seems like in the YouTube space and social media space, what it takes to get a man, tell me they ain't gonna help us. They don't. They help us get them. It be like, hey, we through with them. They go Steve. They be like, hey, well, we saw such and such. He's like, okay, and I sent him up. Don't send him nothing. You don't need nothing. He be all right. All right, let's get back into it, y'all. Yes, I think this whole thing. If you agree with me, though, if y'all think, I will put a poll up, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, so. Yes, let's put this back up here. Oh, I saw that Visine, though. I'm like, dang, Cassie was really jealous. She was jealous of everybody. But if a man keep you in the closet for 10 years, and you up here like, it'd be like somebody needs to talk to her. But the home be the roommate that Diddy evidently choked from the back or something like that and threw a hanger at her or something. I don't know what he did to her. They ain't gonna tell Cassie to pay her $30,000. That chick, she was trying to help Cassie. It be people that be trying to like talk some sense into you. Because they be like, where's her family? Where's her family at? Where's her mama and daddy? Where's her whoever? Them people be talking to them. They be there. But you can't tell grown folks what to do. When you in a situation, sometimes you be in it. And it ain't nothing nobody can tell you to get in it or out of it. It ain't, you gotta be ready. you know. And then, you know, you got people like Gina. They say Gina just like hanging on. Gina just always waiting in the shadows. Like, I know he's dating somebody else right now, but I'm just going to be here. I hate, you know, I don't really like people like that. They be like, just go away. You're done. What you waiting on? You know, when you take these people back, they're just going to treat you worse. What Diddy going to do with Gina right now? Gina done been everywhere, all on Tosh K. She been everywhere talking. She's still just like, any minute, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. It's like, girl, stop. Okay? You messing it up for people like Cassie. Cassie's still over there. Cassie married and pregnant with her third child. And she don't want him. She don't want him. Y'all don't ever want to be that person, okay? You don't want to be her husband because, you know, this sucks for him. Prosecutors have said Combs coerced his former girlfriend Cassie into participating in blah, 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 law enforcement, blah, 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 oil, this and that. If he felt like you were too dry, he'd let you know. He would say, you're too dry. You need to put more oil on. You need to put on more oil. You need to put on more. I'm like Armand, I feel like I'm too dry. I ain't dry, buddy. I'm a water sign. Don't get it twisted. Okay? Don't get it confused. You need to put on more oil. You need to be glistening. Okay? The lights need to be right. They used about 10 large bottles of baby oil each time. So he was easily getting up to 1,000. That was easy. If we're using 10 bottles each time, that's probably minimum. There was even an inflatable pool with baby oil in it. I already told y'all about all it. Okay. Where's the rest of it at? Okay, that must not be what I had. How about this? Okay. This is what his former assistant said. He said they provide an insight into his travel incidentals. So I guess that's how they're trying to put in the trafficking part. His racketeering and whatever. James took the stand today. Okay. Oh, for the second time? May 20th? Did he start yesterday or something? The contents of his travel bags. God, you ain't got no privacy. That's all we doing. This is all this is about. Okay? James said, what? Wait. He regularly traveled with at least 10K, 10 racks, straight cash, homie, and sometimes much more. Okay? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, that's how much I ride with. Travel with. At least. I'm playing. I ain't got to. Somebody be trying to hit me over here for nothing. I ain't got it. Be disappointed, okay? I probably got like $60 cash. And sometimes much more, okay? The former assistant also noted that the 55-year-old kept 25 to 30 undisclosed pill bottles in his travel bag. 25 to 30? In his travel bag, as well as bottles of Viagra, Tylenol, Advil, and water pills, and pills to increase his sperm count. What the F was that? I'm a pharmacist. What is that? This probably something he buying at a gas station. Okay. Later in his testimony, he noted that some of the pills in Combs' travel bag also included X, Perc, which he witnessed the rapper ingest. He saw him taking it. Okay. He also detailed that Combs required him to pay for baby oil. Why do I have to pay out of my pocket? Astroglide lubricant and condoms for his trips in cash so that Combs could personally reimburse him off the company books. What? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. What? Pay for that in cash? Like, that ain't illegal. Like, what we paying for that in cash for? Let me see that. Yeah. Rapper said he paid for Astroglide and condoms for his trips so that he could personally reimburse him off the books. So was he buying the illegal drugs on the books with a check from the company or on their card? It's like run down there to the drugstore, get this, and that. I'm gonna send you with a grocery list. Okay? But you ought to know what I need by now. Okay? James went on to share that he eventually decided to vacate his position working with Combs following a 2008 incident involving Suge Knight. Involving Suge Knight. Talking about Suge Knight. Okay, what about him? Can y'all see this? Oh Lord, I didn't even. Y'all, I didn't know y'all couldn't see. Y'all should have said something. Uh-oh. Is this how I do? Oh, all y'all had to do was say something. Can y'all see it now? Okay. I can see it better. I did bring my glasses up here today. How about I wear them when I'm real? Because I really be needing them. Okay. Yeah, give me a second here. Yeah, I'm showing my age, ain't it? No. Okay. He decided to leave the job because he didn't want to deal with the Suge talk, during which Combs and his associates allegedly armed themselves with GUNs to go meet up with the former record exec. Okay, Knight himself is currently, incarcerated. Okay, he did a hit and run. I told y'all I was involved in a hit and run. I told y'all that on my last stream. Y'all don't be paying attention, and I got this scar right here on my head. Okay, that came from a hit and run, but they hit and ran, but they didn't get too far. Okay. Amen. All right, let's get back in it. All right. I was really shook up by it. I need to use his voice because y'all saw what that man look like. He don't sound like I'm sounding right now. I was really shook up by it. Okay. That's what James said. This was the first time, as his assistant that I realized my life was in danger. I told them I want to leave, but give 6 months notice so I could train the next assistant. That was nice of him because I'd be like, bro, I'm out today. Here's my 2 weeks notice and I ain't going to work out the 2 weeks. Throughout his May 20 testimony, James also shared that he signed off a proffer, which is a legal document that bars witnesses from being prosecuted from what they share on the stand. He also noted that his job was threatened on multiple occasions, sharing he was often told by Combs security detail, you know what rhymes with tired? Fired. Mic drop on that. Hold on. Oh, I'm so tired. I've been working for 12 hours straight. I work 12-hour shifts all the time. KT know that. What's up, KT in the chat? She the one that to that. Y'all know I got to do that. Shout her out. You tired? He say he tired, boss. What movie this from? Y'all better learn. Y'all, if you be knowing where the sayings come from, put it in the chat. Finish the sentence. Like he say he tired, boss. So you know what rhymes with tired, don't you? Fired. Thank you, Nina Simone. Life. Boy, get down there. Give me some of that Worcestershire sauce before I whoop your ass. You're down in Natchez under the hill. Okay? All right. Okay. He said that's what they told him. This is Diddy. I don't know why they put that picture of Diddy in there because that ain't what Diddy looking like today. Diddy's hair is grand. James' testimony comes one day after Homeland Security Special Agent Benda shared the photos of the hotel room. We looked at some of those today. In those photos, this is what Benda said she saw. This is what she took. She 5 bottles of baby oil in the tub. That sounds like bottles of beer on the wall. 2 additional bottles of lubricant in Ziploc bags. 2 bags of pink powdery substance, and 9,000 straight cash money. Okay, let's keep going. This is James. David James. He looked like a nice man. His ear pierced, though. You sneaky, James. I'm looking at you. I see you, James. Okay. I feel like they saying some of this stuff because they trying to embarrass Diddy. Somebody just don't like Diddy personally. Okay, his former assistant David told you he regularly stocked items over his night bag. Okay, we said that. He got the perk. He got ecstasy. Let me pull out my whiteboard here. I was like, let me see this. Let's see what we're going to do with this here. We're going to put all the drugs on here, okay? We're going to list all the drugs. I'm going to draw Cassie. We're going to say all the drugs went to Cassie. Can y'all see that? Is this backwards or is this forward? People be like, when they be on YouTube, that, you know, stuff be showing up backwards. Okay? But y'all know what I'm saying. This is Cassie. Can y'all see that? This is a stick figure. This is Cassie. This is her. I'm going to put a mouth like that because we're going to say she's singing, okay? Which she did ain't never let her put no album out. Okay? This is Cassie. How her hair look, y'all. This is what her hair looks like. I'm not sure. Let's give her a little bang. I like to have a little swoop bang. Okay? This is Cassie. Okay? What are they taking? They're taking what? They're taking ecstasy. Let's put ecstasy. How you spell ecstasy, y'all? I don't know how to spell ecstasy. I'm going to put X like that. Okay? What's the next drug? She got Percocet. I'm going to put Perk 30 in the house. Perk 30 in the house. Okay? I ain't going to put the Advil Tylenol. I'm going to just put a little Astra down here, and I'm going to put Viagra down here because I just, you know, I should have used a different color for that. Okay? It's not in the usual suspects. Okay? Let's keep going. Okay? Let's keep going. What else they had? Okay. All right. Prosecution. Okay. What else they got? Photos taken by her. They got the baby oil. Okay. We'll put them down with the Viagra. We got baby oil. I'll put baby oil right here. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all see it when I finish the drawing. I feel like it's backwards. Is it backwards, y'all? Let me know if y'all can see it forwards or backwards. Okay. What else we got? Okay. Baby oil. Astroglide. Okay, we got that. We got what else? 5 balls of baby oil, bathtub, blah, 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 blah. We got ketamine. We're going to put that here. Then what else they call ketamine? I think they call ketamine Special K or something like that. Is that the same thing? Or is it K2? I don't know what that means because ketamine and K2, you know, like with the 2C, it's like part of the chemical name, like the 2C. Y'all get a chemistry lesson when y'all come up here too. Let me tell y'all something about pharmacists, okay? Me specifically, okay? Pharmacist, we low-key got a minor in chemistry, okay? I'm biology, microbiology, and then I'm Pharm D, low-key chemistry, okay? So that's the chemical structure of it. That's how they come up with the name, okay? The nomenclature. Keep up, okay? All right, so they got ketamine and we got MDMA, okay? We got all those drugs. Cassie's taking all of those, okay? All right. Then what? Hold on, y'all. Ooh. Okay. All right. So, girl from the other day, yesterday, Cassie, old roommate. That's the one that he choked from the back. Okay. Why did he do that? Cassie was in the bathroom. He hit her behind her right ear. What's wrong with Diddy? Hitting these women like that. He don't care. All right. They haven't spoken since. All these people testifying. They talk about these drugs that's being used. Let's get into the drugs. There go her husband right there. What y'all think about him? Do y'all think she want him? They got Obama house on here. Why is Obama's house on here? Dawn looks bad. I think Dawn looks really bad. I'm going to be honest. I don't like how Dawn's looking right now. All these other people, this is old news. So let's get back into it. Let's go talk about these drugs. We're going to talk about these drugs. Let's talk about these drugs. She taking ecstasy. What does ecstasy do? It increases your senses like hearing, smelling, touch. What else? Taste and sight. You on the ecstasy? What else do they use in the room that's gonna enhance your senses with the ecstasy? The Astroglide. Also, y'all not thinking about this. The lighting. I told y'all what red light does. I told y'all that before. So hopefully you remember because I forgot. I forgot. Okay. They got the ketamine to help. Ketamine is gonna do what? I feel like a symbol for like what ecstasy does. That's gonna be a heart. This is X. This is what X does. Can y'all see that? I feel like I should use another color. That's what X is gonna do. Okay. Let's draw a heart. That's X. Okay. Then we got what? We got the ketamine or the special K. Special K. We're gonna put SK. What does that do? That helps. That makes you forget. I told y'all that's what it does. Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all this. Before everybody else started realizing what ketamine does. I told y'all that. What makes it feel, what is like, what can I do for like a symbol for like memory loss? I feel like there should be a bunch of question marks or something, right? Should I do that? Should I do that? That should be question marks, okay? That helps with memory loss, okay? Because they don't want you to remember. I told y'all, any of y'all who have ever had a procedure, then you probably had ketamine. If you get a printout of everything they used, you know who I'm talking to, during your procedure, you can see a list of everything on there. You find out they done gave you fentanyl and you ain't even know it. I'm like, is that fentanyl? Is that propofol? Y'all know propofol from Michael Jackson. It's like, goddamn it, y'all don't know what the... You listen to me, y'all. When y'all have surgery, when y'all have any kind of procedure, y'all got a right to look at your stuff, and it ain't on no fake my chart. You like, I need a printout of all this stuff y'all gave me. You be in down, you be in cold blue on the table, you don't even know it. You like... And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I found this out. Well, not the hard way. I mean, I just knew this anyway. When you like talking to people who are content creators, this is what I thought about too. When you deal with people who are content creators, or even if you yourself are a content creator, whatever you do is content. Okay, when you having a conversation, just a conversation with somebody, it could be about something private. It could be about something you know you don't care about if somebody talk about it or not. You be listening to them do they stream it, then you be hearing the kind of stuff you just talked about. It's like, hey, don't look at it like, you know, I'm putting your business out there. Don't look at it like that. Okay, look at it like you're my muse. That's what I tell myself. If I hear somebody saying something even close to anything I ever told them online, I'll be like, oh, I'm their muse. They get their inspiration from me. Okay, you welcome. I like it. So look at it like that, okay? So if you hear something that you talk to me about you hear me saying online, just think that you were my inspiration. My conversation with you inspired me to do this today. Okay, so yes, because these people gonna create content. That made me think about Robert. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have to bring up Robert every now and then because it be certain things that happen that kind of bring me back to things that have been said in the media about him. One time, K. Michelle, she was doing an interview because, you know, she had a situation with him. This is public. I mean, she said herself. She said that, and this kind of reminded me of this too, on 5 Heartbeats when he was like, Donald Duck Matthews is going to be a great writer someday. Once he suffered more, K. Michelle said Robert told her she talked too much. She need to start writing it down. Everything she was saying to him, they be fighting. Anything happened with them, you know, he used that. He be and wrote a song off of it. Y'all arguing and he writing songs. He ain't talking to you. He writing songs. He ain't writing songs because, you know, they say whatever. He writing songs. So I'm thinking, this how I know Diddy didn't want Cassie. He ain't care nothing about her because all that stuff she went through for 10 years during that downtime, she should have been writing songs. She should have been writing songs. She got so much to write about. All this stuff that happened with her and Diddy over 10 years, she could have had 10 albums worth of content. What y'all think? Is like, girl. But she lazy though. Y'all don't believe she lazy. I'll say she lazy because she waiting on somebody else to write the songs for her. She waiting to go in the studio. She ain't got nothing. If she would have went to Diddy with the songs, she could have got him like that, man. She could. That's how she could have got him. She could have got him with that. If she'd have been writing some stuff, and by this time, over 10 years, by this time being around people, you know, having conversations here and there with people and letting them look at what you be like, this is what I wrote. And then somebody, when you get to go in the studios, when you ain't got these mouth sores going on, you could, like, somebody be, okay, sparking some ideas, and then you learn how to write. Then you could work for yourself. Come on. He didn't care about her. He would have told her, hey, you can't go with me everywhere. You know, you need to be, you want to put some albums out? Even if he was lying to her, he could have said, you always talking about when we gonna get in the studio, when we get in the studio, what you got? You know, and now you got a whole book of stuff. You got a whole book of stuff you could show him. Like, here, I got this right here. And then because everybody knows that Diddy is into music and stuff like that. If she had some good stuff, anything in 10 years, if one thing, something would have been good enough for him to be like, okay, you know, I had other plans for you, but maybe, maybe we can get in the studio. Or he would have stole her music. Y'all know how Diddy is. He'll never act right now. I ain't doing it. I ain't acting like, you know. I am telling the truth, though. He didn't want it like that. Y'all, you know, I'm just saying, maybe she was of the mindset having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. But she wasn't doing, y'all can say I'm victim blaming. Don't tell me I'm victim blaming. She didn't do her part, though. She didn't do her part. She could have done a whole lot more. She really wanted him. But she wanted to be over there just pouting it. Kim always get to be with you for Christmas. I never get to meet your kids. Somebody should have told her. You that ain't gonna this right here. That ain't gonna, you know, it can be all that. It can be all that, but that ain't, you need a little bit more than that though. Okay. So yes, about these drugs. I had my trusted DEA drug fact sheet. Yeah. Still doing it. Yes. And while I pull this back up, let me see. Nina Simone says, she said, you know, in our family, they gonna help you get them, but you know, you got to keep them on your own. You can keep them on your own. We can keep them. It's like, hey, just if I get the interview, buddy, I'm gonna tell you about me. One thing about me, I'm gonna get the job, baby. You know this. You know this. They give me a chance. Okay. Told y'all I'll be pressed for time. Y'all know I like to come on here like that though. Condemn say, I'm praying for those children. Can't imagine learning all this as a youth. You know, sometimes your children be exposed to stuff early on. You know, life ain't fair. It ain't fair. They come with it. KT, shout out KT Pretty Brown Eyes. Y'all know her. She gave me the first link about Cassie going into rehab with the song, the treatment. What some people out here taking, y'all don't know. It's like people really be addicted. And I said this too. I said, this whole thing is fueled by addiction. It's addiction. It's addiction. We don't like to talk about addiction because I say it's a stigma against addiction. But y'all know I don't judge on that. I be telling you, I don't judge. It's a stigma for addiction. It's just like with HIV. It's like, oh, they got HIV. Like, yes, they fine. You don't want it. We don't want it. But you know, it's like, we know. We more educated about these things. And it's like, okay, this is an addiction. They on drugs. Come to find out, Diddy taking drugs every day. He's taking something every day. Sometimes I be talking too much. I was going to say something else. Okay, you say, y'all see it? Okay, life. KT is laughing. I don't tell y'all why she laughing. Man, I love my people, man. Y'all be with me, man. I'm telling y'all be giving me life and y'all don't even know it. Okay, so hold on, give me just a second. I can't pull this back up. Okay, I got a few minutes. Y'all want to tell what? If y'all got any questions, corrections, suggestions, comments, or complaints, I told y'all I prefer complaints. I prefer those. Okay. Hold on. Can't find what I'm looking for. Also, picking up these prescriptions, okay? It's crazy that Diddy, he was getting prescriptions. I said he was getting them in Cassie's name, but he's getting them in Frank Black's name, whoever Frank Black is. Frank Black is crazy. And who was writing these? And it's a controlled substance. You gotta have, you gotta show your ID to pick up controlled substance. I don't know if that's the feds or if that's state or what. I think that's federal. So I think that's everywhere. But you don't have to have the ID of the person that's on the prescription. You just have to have the person picking up just have to have a valid ID. So I guess that's, you know, make ways around all that. Frank Black, okay, pick it up, Frank Black. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hold on. Mm-mm-mm. I don't like this. Hold on. You can't see it. Let me see. I wonder if I should have downloaded it. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Can y'all see that? Oh my God. This is too much to read. I ain't got this much time. Okay. Buprenorphine. Okay. Buprenex, Suboxone, Subutex. It's the film and the tablets. Okay. You're going to place how you use these. One film, half a film, 1/4 of a film, under the tongue, sublingually, okay? And allowed to dissolve once daily, twice daily, depends. This drug is designed for people who are opioid addicted, okay? They're trying to get you off it, right? But they just trade one thing for the next. You know how people with addiction, they a lot of times, like people who smoke cigarettes or people who trying to quit drinking. Most of the time you can see it with smokers because they always trying to quit, they are. I mean, this is just a fact. They stop smoking, then they start eating, they like trade one addiction for another. It's whatever. Like you just don't know what's going on. I think that's all it is with addiction. I'm gonna say one story though. Y'all used to watch that show on it used to come on A&E. Was it Intervention? Is that the name of it? Intervention. Y'all ever dealt with addicts before in your life? Any kind of addict, alcoholic, drugs, pills, whatever. Them people, when they give it, they used to be like showing them like using their drugs, and they'll be like smoking on a pipe or something. They'll be drinking. They'll be doing all kind of different stuff, whatever their vice is, right? And they'll show them, they'll talk about their day, and I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I go over here, and this way I get this at. I go over here, this way I get that at. I figured Diddy was like that too, but he wasn't. He had enough money that he didn't have to be his own errand boy. So he got his assistants like James and people like that. He probably even sent Cassie out on some runs. They say Carisha was transporting, doing things like that. Everybody else was going to get it for him, That's how it is. It's a lifestyle. You ain't got to do your own dirty work. Okay, you got these enablers. They got them in regular life, not just celebrities. Okay, so it'll be like then they start talking to the family, the best friend, the wife, the grown children, even the little children. Like, okay, they finna stage an intervention. I'll be like, oh Lord, y'all something about these addicts, okay? And I thought about this when Cassie was on the stand. They was like, she broke down and she started crying. Even this other guy, they keep saying they keep crying. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Don't cry around me. Not if it ain't nothing for real, because I'm gonna be like, are you done? Because I'm like, you playing the game right now. This ain't for real. Why you crying about that? You wasn't crying when you was messing up. But anyway, so then everybody get ready. They get their letters. Someone write out a letter, what they gonna say to dad. I'm gonna just use dad as an example. Sometimes it could be mom, sometimes it could be older sister, baby sister, it could be uncle, it could be whoever. I'm just gonna use dad in this example, okay? So somebody gets dad to come over to the house, and then everybody in the room, they got the chairs in a circle, and they got the other person that's kind of like moderating, mediating the whole intervention. And then somebody starts to talk, and they're like, Dad, I remember when you used to go to all of my baseball games. Dad, I remember you used to go to all my baseball games. I was so happy then. You started coaching when I was in high school, and we used to do everything together every weekend. But after you started drinking, no, after you had your accident, and then you started taking the opioids, you haven't been the same. And it makes me sad. If you don't take this treatment today, I'm never going to speak to you again. Then the person started looking like, first they started looking like, oh, hell, they set me up. They set me up. Because y'all know, I'm telling y'all something about these addicts. Their emotions can go up and down. It could go right and left. It could switch. You don't know what they're going to do. So the fact that they like Cassie crying on the stand, I'm like, she could be pregnant. She could still be on that dope stuff, on that addict stuff, because they be crying. They could cry like that. I be like, come on. Come on. People be falling for it, though. That's what made me mad, because, then I look like I'm heartless. I'm like, they're going to cry, but they just want to do what they want to do. Okay, but anyway, then somebody else started reading their paper. I remember when we got married 21 years ago. It was one of the best days of my life. We've been together ever since. All these kids we raised together, our family, you made us whole. But once you started taking the pills, then you were never the same. You started beating Cassie up every day. Your temper was quick and you were mean to everybody. You didn't even sign autographs for your fans. If you don't go ahead and accept this treatment today, we're never going to speak to you again. Then they start crying. They done went from I'm pissed the F off to now it's like, I need to cry. And it's more like I need to cry. Not like, I feel like crying. Like I feel it in my heart, like in my chest. I feel it. Not like that. It's like I need to cry because, I need to act like I care because I don't want to go. Then the next person started reading. I don't know what their story is, but the person that's mediating says, they say, well, Sean, we have your mom and dad here. We have your wife and your kids and your best friend, Bob. Yeah, who we gonna say his best friend is? Let's say his best friend is Al, like Al be sure. And we have Al here. Will you accept the terms or risk your family not ever speaking to you again? He thinking in his head, they say this every time they do this. Every time they do this. Every time they do this, that's what he want to do. But he's like, I got to go today. Yes. If I, let me take a minute to think about it. Then he gonna start trying to back out and get to the door. He gonna start trying to walk out, get to the door. And then they're gonna be like, Sean, if you don't accept the treatment today, is there one? If you don't accept it today, then your family's not gonna speak to you ever again. He gonna be thinking in his head, yes, they will. They do this every time. Every time this is the third time they try to do an intervention with me. I ain't doing no intervention. I go to the treatment center. No, I'll go if Cassie goes too. They be like, you ain't making the deals. This ain't got nothing to do with Cassie. Then he just cried, I'm in pain, I'm just hurt, I'm hurt. He crying. But then, a lot of times they wouldn't go. They don't care if their family don't talk to them again. Because it's like, it's not even you no more. It's the addiction. I used to watch that show so much. And people be like, they like Diddy taking 30 pills a day. They was taking them pills. Okay, so, okay. Buprenorphine is intended for the treatment of pain, okay, and opioid addiction, because it's painful. Like they actually feel the pain, okay. When they draws, they be sick, they be throwing up, they be having sweats, because they literally, okay, this stuff restructures your brain, okay. So they feel like they in pain, they be hurting, okay. This was in 2001, 5, and 6, okay. Narcotic Addict Treatment Act, okay. That's when it's been going on. To prescribe schedule 3 through 5 narcotics, okay, blah, 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 30 patients. This is okay. Y'all know I be telling y'all about the chemical structure, and it helps us say the name. Okay, it has a unique profile, produces effects that are typical of both pure mu opioid, that's the pain receptor, okay, like morphine, and partial pentazocine, okay, depending on, got to put the emphasis on the right syllable, okay. Okay. As an analgesic, okay, it's about 20 to 30 times more potent than morphine. When I say people, when they supposedly trying to get off of these opioids and they start taking like Suboxone and then they end up kind of getting hooked on that too, that's what I mean by that, okay? Like morphine, buprenorphine produces dose-related euphoria. See? Drug-liking papillary constriction, okay, that's this, the eyes. Respiratory depression, KT, okay, and sedation. However, acute high doses of buprenorphine have been shown to have a blunting effect on both physiological and psychological effects due to its partial agonist activity. Okay. Y'all don't need to know all this. Okay. Just know that Cassie is taking this currently because she literally was addicted to these drugs, which if I meant to do that, I meant to do this. Okay. I meant to do that. Okay. What is this? Like, okay, illicit uses. Like other commonly abused opioids, buprenorphine can produce significant euphoria. Data from other countries, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't need to know these studies. Y'all ain't taking no Netflix. Large percentages, okay. France, Ireland, Scotland, Nepal, Pakistan, blah, 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 blah. DEA's National Forensic Laboratory Information System, okay? How do they list this drug, okay? It's not important to y'all. User populations, countries, okay, has gained popularity. Substance, okay, wide variety of narcotic abusers, young naive individuals. That's naive, like who have never taken it. That's what naive means in this case. Non-addicted opioid users, heroin addicts, and buprenorphine treatment clients. Okay, control status is a Schedule 3. There y'all go. That's what Cassie taking. Cassie taking this. To be honest, what the hell is Diddy taking? Because what is he taking? You go from taking pills every day to now you in jail. I'm gonna say something else. Y'all think he against somebody sneaking him drugs in jail? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Do y'all think they sneaking him drugs in jail? Because it's like you can't go from he going through with. Oh, they said he was going through withdrawals at one point, and then he was on S watch. Y'all know what that means? Not the other watch. I mean, like end of one's time here on Earth watch. He probably was going through withdrawals then. And it's like, I mean, are they giving him what is he taking for this? Because he ain't just off it now. And they talk about how he's sitting up in the courthouse. Oh man. 2 things I came up with today. Are they sneaking drugs in that Diddy in jail? And that Visine got me looking at them a whole completely different. Because if you got drugs, you got sex, you got money, you got fame, there's some lives being lost here. And they've been taken. They ain't just being lost, they being taken. Because I'm gonna say this, Diddy, because I put Visine in my eyes a lot of times right before I come on here. I'm like, I ain't gonna come on, my eyes be red. I work all day. I be busy now, okay? So I'll be like, put some drops in my eyes before I come on here. Whatever. Diddy don't care about his eyes being red. Do y'all think Diddy care about that? Why does he have that Visine in there? Y'all, we're gonna dig into it. I ain't through with Diddy yet. I be acting like I'm not gonna talk about him no more, and then I'm be like, KT send me some, Nina Simone send me some. Y'all be holding my down. My research team, what happens? They always come through. Wait, I ain't even need that. Y'all always come through. I ain't telling my regulators to mount up tonight. I forgot my whole show. But I be pressed for time. Y'all see this little diagram I drew for y'all? Okay, this is Cassie. This is Cassie right here. Okay. This is what the X does. It makes you fall in love. The ketamine makes you forget. Okay. What else I said? Perk 30. Oh, I meant the other color. What does perk do? I gotta hurry up and go. My roommate that mother be call me like, hey, where you at? We done. Okay. What does the perk do? Wait, did I mess this up? Perk. Let's see what perk can do. Let's do that. It takes the pain away. It's numbing. Does that look like a symbol for numb? No. Okay. What else we got? We got MDMA. Dang, how this thing mess up that quick? What does MDMA do? It's a combination of things. Okay. That's what she doing. I need to go on and sketch this thing all the way out. Y'all don't even know how I be drawing on the dry erase board at work. I be having a whole scene on there. Tell them, KT, don't it? I need to start publishing that stuff. Okay, so what else? The ketamine. What else we forgot? We forgot GHB. GHB is also, like, for memory. It's the date grape. You don't know what happened, how she wild out. It also be creating delusion. Like y'all say, some of these women be delusional. Y'all know y'all be saying that. I gotta go for real. What time? I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes. I ain't got 5 more minutes. I'm gonna take them anyway. Okay. It creates delusion. Y'all know how she said. Yeah, they say a lot of crazy stuff on here, but it's all because of the drugs. It's all drug related. That she said that Diddy had raped her, and then like the next couple of weeks, same month, very after she started dating that other guy, or her now husband, she went back and messed around with him again. She could have just been delusional from the drugs. She probably was like paranoid, like, oh, this man done attacked me. She thought he attacked her, but she was a willing participant. Maybe, I don't know. This is just me speculating. I'm guessing, but I just feel like everything they doing, every crazy thing that has happened, every good thing, good or bad, the drugs are at the center of it all. Fueled by addiction, y'all. I tell y'all. I really got a whole lot I could be talking about with this Diddy trial, but I do have to work. I keep telling y'all that. I work every day, pretty much. Every day. I'm on here still. I work every day, okay? And condemned you. Yes, drugs every day. It's wild. Once in a while on vacation, okay. And he ain't just doing like no little vacation dope either now. He doing some heavy stuff, hardcore, okay? It's all hardcore. Somebody want an 8-ball. I be like, y'all know I learned so much about like street talk with this. I'm like, say whatever you want to me. I'm down. I already know the lingo. I got it, okay? Yeah, drugs every day. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's like, you living a life. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to say this again, and I said this before. After Diddy ran that marathon, where he was campaigning for whoever was running for whatever, I can't really remember from the time. He ain't been right ever since. He had surgery on that leg. He been taking Percocet, and it's gateway. It's gateway. Once you start taking one thing, you kind of be like, your inhibitions are lowered. You like, I try this too, And really, it wasn't healthy for him and Cassie to be around each other anyway, because they both enable each other. And he didn't want to like that. When he was ready, when he was sober up and he wanted to be a family, he was going back to Kim. I'm sorry, Cassie. You just gotta get to acceptance, in these stages of grief. You gotta go and grieve it. And then you gotta get to acceptance, and then you gotta move forward. And don't look back. Because it's like, you got the nerve to still call me babe. You got the nerve, Like, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Is it? Who even knows? Okay, but anyway, y'all, it's always LOVE. YOU. I love you. I love y'all. Just come on here for a few minutes, because I was like, I gotta get in on this. We talk about the drugs, but everything is about the drugs. Everything in this case is going back to drugs. And it's about a relationship. When his attorneys say this is about a relationship, tell me anything that has been done or said or proven that has not included some aspect of his relationship with Cassie. They don't have nothing else on him. Cassie, she messed up. She threw that bluff out there because she was like, she kind of, I'm going to say she was a little bit angry. Sometimes women be getting angry and they do stuff and they don't know the consequences of their action, Some of you young girls might not understand. You got to understand the consequences. As a grown woman, you understand, like, if I do this, my daddy told me this a long time about, like, joking and stuff and, like, going hard on people. I was young. I was, like, in high school probably, because I can, like, go with the best of them. Like, the roasting, we say chicken where I'm from. Like, I ain't really nothing to play with, to be honest. And it'd be like, oh, there she goes. She going too hard because somebody was weak. And then, like I said, they pinched me and I punched them, Anyway, my dad be like, okay, it'd be like Like on 40-year-old virgin, I'm gonna tell y'all where I got to put my knife back in my boot unless it got blood on it. He'd be like, when you say this, you need to be, if you going, this far, you need to be ready for what's gonna come after that. You say that to somebody, you need to be ready to fight afterwards, because you might have to fight, because that's gonna hurt, that's gonna sting. People need to understand that, but they don't. And Cassie, she thought she could hurt him getting some money from him. Because even though she need money now, she broke. She broke now. She was broke. And let's not even pretend about this whole fake singing situation. She can't sing, okay? She all right. She got a deal. I can get a deal if that's the case. But anyway, yes, she thought that she's going to file this. And she's like, I'm going to get this money from him. And I'm going to go on about my business. That's going to be closure for me, because she still was looking for closure. She still wants to sit and talk a little while. And I fight with all my might to hold back the tears from falling. She wanted to have a talk with him. She's still trying to talk with him, because she was thinking that, silly girl, she was thinking, I'm going to get it. Once we get face to face, I can, seduce him, or whatever she thought she was going to do if she got face to face to talk to him one more time. It's like, no, all you're going to do is do a freak off again. You'll be by yourself again. You'll be feeling bad about what you did. Don't do it. Okay. You need to give yourself some closure. Okay. But she wanted the closure. So I'm going to get this money and I'm going to go. She didn't know that the government, the United States, was going to step in and try to put the man in jail for the rest of his life. She didn't know this was going to happen. She didn't know it was going to go this far. Nobody did. Diddy didn't even think that. That's why everything they saying is centered around what Cassie said, what Cassie is doing, what happened to Cassie. Bring us in some different people that are not corroborating what Cassie said or what happened to Cassie. Give us some more victims. Show us somebody else that he did this to, because it's still feeling like it's a relationship. We're talking about what they did, what he did with her. Then they broke up and she messing with this dude. He mad because she cheating. She mad because she can't go to Christmas with him and his kids. This is just a toxic relationship with drugs and baby oil and addiction. That's it, okay? That's what this is. They can go still make a movie about it. I think it's good. I like all the stuff they say. There's a lot of buzzwords, a lot of catchphrases, a lot of stuff going on here. More oil. We need more oil. Okay, we like what they talk about, because, we like celebrity gossip. But as far as criminal stuff, it sucks. The domestic violence. Don't nobody need to be getting beat up like that. Nobody need to be getting beat up like that. Sometimes it be like, that's mean. I know. I don't care. Okay, but anyway. So, yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. We can get down. Y'all want to know a little bit more about these drugs? We can get into the drug talk a little bit more. We can talk about mechanism of action. If y'all want to talk about that, true indication, if it's legal, if it's illegal. That don't even matter, though, in this case. It doesn't matter. They was taking every drug under the sun every single day, and they was wilding out while they was on it. The drugs help them go on wild out. They feel comfortable with each other wilding out. Okay? That's what I'm missing it. Maybe I'm missing it. Because it's like, okay, we was dating, then we broke up. I was in the drugs, then we broke up. He hit me. He got mad. I was cheating. He was cheating. I was cheating in Spain. He took me over here. He hired, workers. Okay. The bodyguard said he want, special ketchup. He had pills in the bag. A lot of y'all got pills in places that they don't belong, don't you? You ain't got to tell me in the chat. I'm already knowing. I'm the pharmacist. I'm your pusher. Okay. I got to go for real. That's why I be ending up late. I be doing stuff like this. Like, I know I should have left like 15 minutes ago. All right, y'all. Till next time. As always, I already said this part. I'm going to say it again because I love y'all that much. LOVEYOU. I love you. I love y'all. Y'all know what I say. And what we going to say? What do I always say? What do I always say? These prescriptions, they keep piling up. These phones, they never stop ringing. We'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for being in the chat. I love y'all, as always. Good night.